Welcome back to Garage K. In this episode, we're finally going to fit the da62 dash into my DB52T Carry truck.
And it looks like it's going to have to be modified straight out of the packet, but what's unusual about that?
Yep, that's it. All those videos have led up to this point. Does it fit? How do we get it to fit? This dash will never ever go in or come out the same way the 52 one did in my truck because of these. That makes it impossible. So I have no choice. I'm going to have to take that out, fit it back onto this, wrestle the whole thing in there, and then figure out what I'm going to do with the wiring harness. So I've disconnected this, everything on this side, to see if I'd be able to feed it through. But the problem is this one runs through the firewall as well. I can't disconnect it, which means I can't run it through the dash like I'd hoped. I don't know how you're supposed to do this. This is very weird. Maybe fold it down, put this on, then put the ducting on? That doesn't make sense, does it? The fact is that this just isn't easy to do. And I'm all about making things easier, which means I'm not going to do it. However Suzuki intended it to be done, I'm not going to do it because it's not as easy. So I have to take the ducting off again. What did we say? 1, 2, 3 screws for the top, one down in there, that one there's missing, and this one here. Really windy today. We won't be needing these. May as well get rid of them now while it's easy. Here we go. Fits in as you'd expect, really well. Let's flip it over. I think that's attached. Let's flip it again for vents. This is just some soapy water, just getting rid of some of the dust, dirt off the back of it. Now I'm removing this hazard button because I think it's the most uncool thing ever. Imagine buying an action camera and you can't use it because the thing gets so hot it turns itself off. I can't actually see where the other end is. Yes I can, yes I can, yes I can. I reckon if I keep it... Oh, I can see, I can see. Hey, we're in. This is all in the way. All my wiring's in the way. But I think we're in. That needs bolting onto there. Same on the other side. You are going to need to go up to there, I think. Not sure what I'm going to do about that. Yes, difficult indeed. This one will clip onto here, so that's not going to be a problem. But how do you get this all the way up there? Do we pull the dash down, fit the wiring, and then pop it back up again? It might be the only way. No, see, it doesn't reach. And it's supposed to go on the other side of these vents. So this is pretty bad. Okay, well that way is not going to work. Let's put it back if we can. Clear that. Clear that. Don't need that. Now I'm not sure what happened, but I've lost a whole bunch of footage, and that's fairly normal around here, and that's why we drink. This is Heartland beer. You probably can't get this where you are. Recommend it. It's pretty good. I like beer in a bottle rather than in a can. Yeah, beer in a bottle's better. So what did we miss? Well, I put the dash in and then went to put the instrument cluster in and it wouldn't fit. Why wouldn't it fit, David? Well, way back when I modified a Wagon R instrument cluster so that I could have the gauges and all the functionality of the Cappuccino cluster and fit it to my truck. Now because I did that, it made the cluster slightly wider because of the fiberglassing involved to get that done. Now to get it to fit the dash, you have to grind out the side and the back of the area where the cluster sits. But I forgot about that, had to pull it all back out again, use the die grinder bit on a drill and various other things to hack out that area so that the cluster would fit. Now that it fits, let's chuck it back in. If you actually go back in the video and have a close look at the dash before and after this point, you can see the difference. I feel like I'm getting kind of good at that. Basically, when you're putting it in, try and line up these top bolts, and that will help you line up the center bar. You might notice that I've trimmed this out, and the reason for that is that my instrument cluster isn't standard and it wouldn't fit in the standard hole, so I just took some extra meat off there. It's not structural, doesn't matter, now it fits. What I'm going to try is I've undone the bolts along the bottom, and I'm going to try and feed the harness up through it the best I can. It's the only way I can think to do it. Let's try it. Oops. Okay. All right, so that works. This is factory earth. Okay, that can plug back in later. What else have we got here? We're looped around. Oh no, we're okay. Those ones should have been taped better. Anyway, that is aircon controls. So aircon controls needs to go to, how do you know that by looking at it? I don't know, I just do. Aircon controls needs to go to here now. Stereo stuff. Where does stereo stuff go? Oh dear, I don't have a spot anymore for my stereo because it used to be here. I could fit it there. That would work. All this is the ashtray.
Quest? I'm already on a quest.
Instrument cluster, here we go. Three of them. They are. Is that instrument cluster? Yes, yes it is. Of course it is. I'm actually not sure I'm happy until I'm done with now. Stick you back out of there for a minute. That feeling you get when you realize the GoPro is the worst vlogging camera you could possibly buy. I've already recorded this, let's have another go because GoPro just didn't save it. Like the little screen on the front was counting, but it didn't save the video that I was recording. Thanks GoPro, fantastic company, all of your employees should be really proud. But that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do that by getting your name on the Garage K door. Details on how to do that are in the description. Or you can do it at www.garagek.com. I'll see you in the next episode. Later.